Morning, Rodney. Good morning, everybody. I love you, Rodney. That way, the first I love you is to yourself. Yesterday was a good day. I had 69 days clean, so now today I have 70. I sold 2 cars, and well, I finished step 1. I walked 7 miles according to my watch, and I did over 200 push-ups. It was a really good day yesterday. I was only able to get in 40 this morning, so I've got 160 to go. And I'm going to be on time to work, or a little early. It can be done. Made a meeting last night. Missed IOP, but I was in the middle of selling my second car, and I was going to turn that deal, and the salesperson I was going to give it to ended up with a customer, so there was nobody available, and I could just abandon the customer I was with. But I still made a meeting, and I reached out and emailed. I think it bothered me because I got an email that stated that they wanted to know what was going on with me, even though I sent that email. So I know it'll be okay, because when they check their emails and they're new, they'll see that in there. They'll see the 2 meetings the night before and this one that I did last night. And it's going to be okay. I'm not going to worry about that. But more importantly, I've got today is day 70. I've got 20 more days, and then I'll have 90 days. And hopefully by then I'll be either getting baptized or, by then, yeah. And Thanksgiving will have happened. And hopefully by then I've stayed clean and got the house in order. So lots to come in a short period of time. But it's great that I don't have to drive to work and be panicking, and then put on the stuff to help me get through the drive to work. I hate myself. Ask myself, why did I do that again? Or if it was like it normally was, I feel a little better. Well, today would be Thursday. Yeah, well, today's Thursday, but it would be a Thursday, and now I feel better, and I'm telling myself never again. And, but I'm still worried in the back of my head that I'm going to get loaded. And I don't have to worry about that. It's a really good thing to not have to worry about that. So what I haven't done that I'm going to do on this video is gratitudes. I'm grateful for my time. I'm grateful for my recovery. I'm grateful that I put in the work with everything that I've got going on. I still found a way to complete step 1 again. But we'll just say complete step 1. And I feel confident about how I completed it. I don't feel like I rushed it. I answered the questions. Sometimes the questions took a long answer, and sometimes the questions were just a yes or a no, without explanation. And so I'm just truly grateful that I am clean, that I make all these meetings, that I'm able to be, I'm connected to my higher power. I feel more connected to my higher power than ever in my life. And even though I'm worried about finances, well, the other day I was driving home and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to, and then all these thoughts of we're not making good money like we were when I first got clean. I mean, I think that thought has come into my head since I started. And then yesterday, well, I had that thought. I was driving back, didn't sell a car, started thinking about the concert that I promised and birthdays, and am I going to even be able to make rent and the rent where I'm at? All of a sudden my watch is connected to, you know, my phone, obviously, and that Bible app kicked on like right when I was thinking about it. And yes, it happens every hour, but I wasn't even paying attention to the time. And then boom, it pops up and it says stop worrying and trust God. And then I just was relieved. I laughed, thought, man, thank you. Be one thing if I was watching the time waiting for that to happen, but I was just in my head. I couldn't tell you what time it was. And it said that, and I said, okay, you know, like I've trusted God to this point. And I started thinking about the times that I needed God in the last, you know, 68 days is when that was. And I just, you know, they say play the tape. Like the last time you used that was terrible to help you stay clean. So I played the tape of when I was stressed and didn't know if, like, in treatment, if any bills were going to be paid and what I was going to do. And then I trusted in God. And then the thoughts that popped into my head were, okay, you're going to do this. You're going to draw from your 401k. You're going to do this. You're going to schedule it for when you get out. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. You're going to do this. And I did all those things. And I checked on my FMLA, and all of that stuff started working out so I could just focus on my recovery. And here's another moment where I'm in the outs and I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm not questioning if I should be doing it. I'm just worried that it's not enough. And then yesterday I made over $2,000. And that's not to boast about my income. It's to say that all I need is enough. All I need is enough. And if I put that enough in God's hands, in my higher power's hands, enough will be enough. And this is a positive enough is enough. You know, like how they say enough is enough. Well, I said that forever when it came to being in my active addiction. I said enough is enough. And that meant, like, you know, you got to stop fucking using. You got to stop looking at the stuff. You got to stop doing the things. You know, because I don't know who's going to watch this. You got to hang out with your kids more. You got to, you know, go into work better. And enough is enough. And now I can say enough will be enough. And that's on a different way. It's crazy how you can say two phrases and you're at a point in your life where both phrases on paper, when you read them, look identical, but the meaning when you're in that position, when you're in that particular, the perspective are two different perspectives. One's positive, one's negative. One helps you cope, the other one is shame and guilt and darkness for me. So enough is enough. I'm gonna make enough. I'm gonna do enough. And that's everything I fucking possibly can. And then I'm gonna do more. And I'm not gonna just say that this is it. I'm gonna keep pushing, keep praying, keep working, keep making these meetings, keep talking to my sponsor, keep, you know, working out, keep eating better, and enough will be more than enough. I love you, Rodney, and I love you, whoever's watching this. I may not know you, but if you haven't heard it, you need to, because everybody's wanted, needed, and loved, no matter where you're at in life, no matter how dark things have been, no matter what you've done. If you stop doing them and you start doing the things you need to do, enough will be enough, And then you'll one day look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. And I'm worth it. And you're worth it. I don't want to talk bad to myself anymore. So they say fake it till you make it. And I've always had this phrase, if you want to be clean, if you want to get clean, if you want to be clean, get clean. If you want to stay clean, act clean. And what I mean by that is, act like you're clean. Do what people do that are clean. Just act like them. If you do it long enough, you'll be clean.